Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome back to another episode of the AFL 23 Management Career Mode here with the Adelaide Crows. I hope you're all doing very well. We've had a fantastic start to the season. We're currently 6 wins, 1 loss, doing very well. Going through the month of May and June, this episode, where's my voice gone? We've got the 5 games in May plus the mid-season draft. And then we've got the 3 games in June to get through. So very excited to get through today. We'll always have a look at the statistics at the end of the episode. Oh my Lord, my voice. What is happening? At the end of the episode. And then we will see where things stand. Obviously do the mid-season draft, depending on what we need. And then we'll go from there. We've got Richmond first up, who are on a 5-game losing streak, poor Richmond. Not had the best run of form. But we've got a few injuries at the moment that we need to deal with. James Aish is out with, I don't know what he's injured with, but he's out nonetheless. Finn Callaghan is back though, so we're going to be bringing him into the fold to play in that centre position that he has become so accustomed to. He's been really, really solid for us over the course of this career mode since we've brought him over from GWS, so he's going to be in the team. And then I think that will probably do it for changes, because as I said, we are doing very well at the moment. Jack Darling, James Aish still injured. Will Ashcroft is actually back, so I did forget to check on him, so we were going to bring him in to play on the wing. And then Shai Bolton and Harrison Petty are also still injured, so won't be making the team this week. But we've got Richmond at Marvel Stadium. This should be a very interesting game for us. Hopefully we do win. We win by 47 points in the end. It's a very comfortable victory. Kicked 5 goals to 4 in the final quarter and 7 goals to 3 in the third quarter. So the game was really won in the second half. Cadman kicked 4 goals, was really good. Darcy Fogarty and Sam Walsh both kicked 3. Really dominant performance by our forwards there. Really happy with how we played. We're still not top of the ladder, it doesn't look like, but we've got a good percentage. Why is my game not moving forward? There we go. I thought it crashed for a second. I was a little bit concerned. We're just behind Sydney on percentage at the moment, so that's the team we need to overtake. As I said, we've got St Kilda now. Morrison is injured, which means we're probably going to give a debut to our top 3 draft pick from last season, Leo Davidson. Who admittedly is 171 centimetres tall, and we did draft a ruckman that was very short, but Shai Bolton is back also, so we're adding him to the team. Hendon is injured, I don't know how long for, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Carmichael will probably drop out and Bolton can play in the forward pocket. I like the look of that. We will have a look at the roster now. Morrison's got a concussion, so he's only out for a week, and Hendon has a metatarsal fracture. So he's out for 4 to 5 weeks, so that will be a little bit of a pain. Hopefully he'll be back fairly soon. But we're going for 5 wins in a row with this match. Hopefully we can get the result up against St Kilda, and should be a very interesting game at the Adelaide Oval. We do win by 53 points. Really dominant performance. Kicked 6 goals in the opening quarter and 5 in the third. And St Kilda really never really got going in this one. Best on ground, Wiedering got the 48 touches, Carmichael got 45, Cadman, Christie each kicked 3 goals, Kane and Ashcroft kicked 2 each. Funnily enough, Membry and King, between them, kicked all of St Kilda's 7 goals. Membry kicked 4 and King kicked 3. And that does put us top of the ladder. It looks like Sydney had a little bit of drop off with percentage, but we've won our last 5, which is good. Sydney, they did win, but yeah, they had quite a drop-off of percentage, so that is something to keep an eye on in the future. Sam Darcy looks like he has picked up an injury, so Wiedering is going to come in. That's an easy replacement, and I dare say Ballard will come in for Darcy. If I can find Ballard, he's usually down the bottom here. Here he is. So that is an easy fix, and then I don't really have a backup ruckman for this result, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll proceed with caution. We'll see how we go. And hopefully we can get a win up against Collingwood, who were in the top 2 last season, if I'm not mistaken. They were a wooden spooner a couple of seasons ago, and now they're in the top 2 last season, and now they're sort of mid-table, which is a bit odd. But Collingwood at the MCG looks to be an either Friday night or Saturday night fixture. Should be a interesting go-around. We win by 53 points. So another good percentage boost. Fogarty kicks 4. Very happy with his output so far this season. And it looks like we're starting to break away from the top of the pack. If we look at the lineup for this week, now Ballard's injured. So many injuries. But Morrison is back, which is good. So we might actually play Davidson on the bench as our second ruckman. Morrison comes back in to go into the ruck. Who else can we bring back in that is currently not injured that I would actually want to bring in? No one that I can seriously see, I don't think. Yes, I don't think we'll bring anybody in for this one. But yeah, doing very well to start the season. Would be 9 wins, 1 loss, so very happy with that. We've got North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium on Indigenous round, or Sir Doug Nicholls round as it's formerly known. Let's get a result here. We do 18 points, so a little bit of a closer game compared to some of the games we've had recently. Hobbs kicked 3, Kane, Keys, and Callahan all kicked 2 in a very good result. It was 4 goals to 3 in the final quarter to really round out the result for us. We now have the mid-season draft. We should probably take stock of what we really need. We probably need some more forwards. I don't think our forward line depth is very good, so we'll probably look to gain another forward or 2 and maybe another midfielder or 2 if we can. So Hendon is out with his metatarsal fracture. He's out for another 2 to 3 weeks. Darcy's just got a fitness test, so he'll be back next week. Ballard's got a hamstring strain. Shai Bolton has picked up another inactive injury. He's out with a calf strain. James Ash has done his ACL, so he's gone for the season, I would imagine. Petty's got a foot stress fracture. He's out for 45 weeks. And everyone else seems to be healthy, which is good. So we definitely need to pick up another forward, considering that Bolton is out for a prolonged period of time. So let's skip forward. Let's find a forward that we really like. Cooper Harvey is right here. The son of Boomer Harvey, Brent Harvey, if you didn't know, of North Melbourne. So he is going to be the player that we pick up in the mid-season draft. We might actually take a second forward as well, just to be on the safe side, if we can find one that I really, really like. We'll go to roll. We just want a forward. Does a decent job. Let's have a look down the list. I don't really need someone that's particularly young. We just need someone who can do a job. Alwyn Davey Jr. Perfect. 23 years old. Does a job for us. Is going to come into the side and be really, really good. So we're going to skip forward now. As I mentioned, Shai Bolton currently injured. Sam Darcy is back. So I'm not really sure what that's going to do for the rest of the team, but we will do that now. We're going to patch that up. Okay, we still need to get Shai Bolton out of the lineup, so we will probably bring Sam Darcy in, and then we'll move Darcy into the lineup for Wietering, and then Darcy can be the backup ruck. Okay, we'll do that. Wietering can sit on the bench. We've got Kane on the bench as well as Leo Davidson. So we've got all of our main draft picks from this past season in the team, apart from Hendon, who's currently injured. Where is the other player we just drafted? Where has he gone? Alwyn Davey Jr. He might be on the out for now, because I think we're all good for forwards, actually. Yeah, I think we're all good. Yeah, we'll keep that as the team for this game. We've got Sir Doug Nicholls round again, apparently, against Sydney Swans at home. So again, another first versus second matchup. We are currently 2 games clear, which is good. They've lost their last 2. So if we really push on, we'll be really able to... Is my headset connected? Let me just quickly double check this, guys. There we go. Everything is working now. Everything is working. It wasn't before because I couldn't hear the input, but now it is working. So that is good. But we've got Adelaide, Sydney. We could go 3 games clear at the top of the ladder if we win and results go our way. So let's put a nice gap between us and Sydney. We win by 10 goals. Fantastic result. Very happy. Isaac Rankin kicked 4 goals. Harvey, Fogarty, and Callahan each kicked 2. Davidson got 49 touches. Very happy with this result. So I don't know how many games that is we've won in a row now, because I think we were 7-1 at the start of the episode. We've won 4 in a row this episode, so I don't really know how many games we've won in a row. Anyway, we move on. We've got Geelong in Geelong, which is always a tough fixture. They lose their last game, which should play into our hands a little bit. Wietering is going to come in for Darcy, who's currently injured. And we might bring on Owen Davey Jr. Actually, we'll bring Charlie Ballard into the bench, just so we have a backup key defender who can do a job for us there. But if I go through my injury list, I don't think anybody else is ready to come back just yet. Owen Davey Jr. actually might be better suited than Cooper Harvey, but we'll leave him there for now. We'll confirm the lineup. We've got, as I said, Geelong away from home, which is always a tough fixture, no matter where they're positioned on the ladder, so not a game to be taken lightly. We'll just quickly go through the injuries again, make sure everybody that is available is playing, which they are, which is good. We've got Geelong away. Let's get a win. Hopefully we can do it. 22 points, we'll take it. Actually kicked straight in this game, 16 goals, 6. Very happy with that. But Geelong were up for the majority of the game, and then we each kicked 9 goals in the third quarter to 2, and really kicked away from them. And then it kicked another 2 goals to 0 in the final quarter. That really cemented our win this time around. Isaac Rankin kicked 3, as did Ben Keys. Sam Walsh and Callahan got top possession getters. Very happy with this result once again. We've got my favourite team, the Gold Coast, against my second favourite team, Adelaide. So this will be a good result, hopefully. Gold Coast is currently sitting in 16th, so whether or not that changes after today's game, we will wait and see. Davidson's going to come in for Morrison, who's got an injury. Do we have... Oh, Bolton's back. So I was going to say if we had another backup ruckman, we'll bring in Bolton, but... So we'll bring in a backup ruckman, but Bolton's back, so never mind. Bolton is not going to be a backup ruckman. That will just be Wietering. I'm comfortable with Wietering being the backup. So that will be that. And let's get through to... Well, Hendon's also back. So who do we... We might take Markov out for Hendon, make Cooper Harvey the sub, and then we'll do that. I like the look of this. Gold Coast away should be a fairly comfortable victory considering the form that they are in. But we should also not take them lightly. We win by 69 points in another big win. 7 goals to 4 in the third quarter and 3 goals to 0 in the fourth. Richard Kane kicked 5 goals in a career high match, I believe for the youngster. So, and then we've got our last match of the episode up against Melbourne, who are currently in 8th. But this is going to be a very tough result. Melbourne are always tough, so we'll just see what we can do. Dacos is injured. Hendon will probably come in. O'Connor is also injured, which we need to take into consideration. Going to bring Markov to the bench for O'Connor. And then Dacos, who's going to come out, or come in for Dacos, I should say. Might bring not Owen Davey Jr., we might bring Reese Matheson in for Nick Dacos. Because we don't actually have a spare midfielder on the bench, which I probably should, but anyway. That is going to be the lineup for this game, so we are a little bit understaffed, but hopefully it won't be for too long. Melbourne have lost their last 3. We are in fantastic form. Can we finish a clean sweep of wins this episode? We can. We win by 45. Fogarty kicks 4. Callahan kicks 3. Reese Matheson, in his first game of the season, gets 41 touches. We kick 11 goals to 5 in the second half. Really good victory. And that will bring us to round 17. If we look at the ladder, we are 3 games clear. We've got the best offense and the best defense currently. We've got a percentage of 161, which is plus 20% on last year. So I was very happy with this. And there's the ladder. Actually, we'll do a bit more of a comprehensive look at the ladder. So if the finals were to come today, we'd play not play Carlton, we'd play Hawthorn in the opening final. They're currently 9-6. Sydney would play Fremantle, St Kilda would play Carlton, and Collingwood would play GWS. Essendon have had a really tough couple of seasons. They're still at the bottom of the ladder. They only won one game last year. I don't think we've actually played Essendon yet, if I'm not mistaken. So that we might come around to them a little bit later. But if we have a look at the statistics for the team, I'll be very curious to see who is doing well and who isn't. I could definitely guess this. Kane is leading the goal kicking with 22. He did kick 5 goals the other day, so I'm not surprised that he's up there. Fogarty has 20, Rankin has 17, Hobbs has 16, Keys has 16, Cadman has 16 from 12 games, and Sam Walsh has 14. So I've been really impressed with our midfield and our forwards kicking a lot of goals. Ben Keys is our leading disposal getter, so that's not really surprising. Very consistent player. Sam Walsh has the most marks. O'Connor has 31 tackles in 14 games, so that is fairly impressive. Callahan's not far behind on 27 tackles. Clearances, that goes to Walsh and Callahan, tied on 12 apiece. Kicks and handballs, that is Keys and Walsh. And then hitouts is Morrison, who's only played the 11 games, so that is a little bit unfortunate, I suppose. Shea Bolton's got 19 hitouts, funnily enough, which is quite funny. And we look at the accuracy for goal kicking. O'Connor's 9 goals 20 this season, which is not great. But apart from that, we've been kicking fairly straight. Fogarty 20 goals 9, Kane 22 goals 7, Rankin 17 goals 11, Key 16 goals 12. I've been very happy with how straight we've been kicking for the most part. Ben Keys has 20 score assists, Hobbs has 18, Walsh 16, O'Connor and Callahan 15. Lots of guys in double digits for score assists. So very happy with how we've been playing so far this season. The next episode, we'll be going through the rest of the home and away season. We'll actually have a look. We'll do a little preview of who we're playing next month. So we've got West Coast, Carlton, Brisbane, then the return showdown against Port. Looks like we already have played Essendon, and I'm assuming we won. Then we have Geelong, GWS, Western Bulldogs, and St Kilda to end the home and away season, and then we'll get into finals. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a premiership after coming so close in the last 2 seasons. We had the grand final loss 2 seasons ago, and then we had the prelim final loss last year against North Melbourne. I think it was North Melbourne. Been painful times if you're a Crows fan these last couple of seasons, after being the best home and away team by far the last couple of years. So, but yes, we've got to push on, and we'll get there. We will get our hands on a premiership. I promise you that. And that will do us for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a like, as it does help out the series. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.